Hello, my friends. Well, here we are. Last time you'll see the Chevy Express. I'm about to try to sell it. So I'm going to show you around the van. Now it's all clean and empty, and walk you through a few things that I've done. And yeah, let's take a look. Okay, one thing I did was I repainted all the blue surfaces, and I'm including the stove and these two butane canisters, and yeah, I'm including this light right here. It needs an inverter to work, so that's that. Of course, I took the pictures of my kids out. Picture frame doors. I thought that was a good idea. What else? Let's close this up here. It's going to include the MPPT charge controller, which was hard to do financially, but I'm putting 600 watts of solar, and there's no way that that's going to keep up. There's a maximum amount of solar amps you can put into these charge controllers. You have to be rated for the proper, they need to be rated properly for the solar panel they're using. So that one is like a 10 or 20 amp, I don't remember. So my next one will be 30 or 40 amps. Then we have the Blue Sea fuse block, which is super expensive. It was like $80 US. And I hate to part with it, but I really don't want to take all that wiring out, so I'm just going to leave it and buy another one. As you can see, I took out my my Max Air, and I made this garnish out of tongue and groove pine, and I put a static vent in there. Max Air's got to come with me. I love that fan, and it's way too expensive for me to buy again. What's going on here is while I still own the van, I'm trying to take advantage of it as much as possible, since my new van has no solar, and charge the batteries for my tools that I'm going to need to use. So I have this LED light, which I'm including, and I can just turn that on with this little switch right here. So that's like 15 LEDs. That's kind of like, my philosophy is have two sources of light, one ultra low power and then one super bright. So that's my ultra low power. I can also dim it like so. Oh, that went right off. Go back on, you. You just gotta hold your finger on it. So I took my stickers off and I repainted all that surface. I took the shelf that I had my Jackery on off, and I patched all the holes and repainted that, so it looks better. Originally there was a closet here, so that's why this ends here. I put my base caps in there, but I really honestly love all the space in here, and I would try to not have the closet in the future. Here's my tools that I just had to fix a fuse, so of course it's buried in the bottom of my tool case. So I did that. Floors are nice and clean, and here's my door. What else is there? There's this light. This is the one I just changed a fuse on. So that's the bright light. I can have lots of light in here at night. And then I have my other vent, static vent. And that's pretty much it. I mean, what else is there really? Oh, I guess I got the bed. I took my good mattress out. That thing was awesome, and I don't want to leave it. So I got this. This is just kind of like a placeholder. It's just a 4-inch, not a super high quality mattress. The idea is that you would put your own mattress in here that is good, better quality. So yeah. The only other thing I can think of is, of course, I took my Wave 3 out, taking that with me, and I put this curtain here. It's not the best curtain, but it'll do. And including some paint in case they want some blue paint, paintbrush, a couple candles. And this is the wireless, not wireless, this is the backup camera that I installed 80%, but I didn't fully install it. So whoever buys it will have to do the rest. It's all wired in more or less. You just have to hook it up to the fuse box in the engine compartment and put the monitor up, and then that's it. Oh, this is another thing I did. This used to have my PA monitors, and they're bungee corded in, but I took those out, of course, and I just put this 2x2 piece of cedar in there, and it's a nice little, cut the edge nicely and yada yada yada. Repainted that wall. So what else is there? I'm leaving this container in here just to show how convenient this is. I really like this idea of having the 4-liter container in here at all times, and this is built specifically for this size, kind of a universal size. So that's awesome. Maybe we'll take a look at the front a little bit since it's all clean now. Got my winter boots, need to put those in the new van. It's super hot today, it's 28 Celsius, hottest day of the year so far. It's nice and clean, well, relatively. It could use a good scrubbing on the floor, but yeah. There you go. So one of the features of this van is that it's super well insulated. There's all insulation in here. It's like 4 inches of insulation in the door. There's 3.5 in the ceiling. There's 2.5 in the walls, or maybe 3 in the ceiling, I can't remember. 2.5 in the walls, and there's 1 inch of insulation in the floor. So this is extremely well insulated, and I plan to do the same to my new van. So there you have it. Chevy Express 2012. I'm selling it for 13,000 Canadian, and I don't know, I kind of feel like that price might be too low, but I need to sell it. I need to sell it because I want to pay off my loan as much as I can for my new van. So I'm not 100% sure that that's an accurate price. Maybe I should sell it for more. The idea with the bed is you could put it sized perfectly for milk crates. You could fit like 8, maybe 10 milk crates under there. And it provides rigidity to the bottom of the bed. Oopsies, I'm rolling here. And it also gives you lots of storage. So if you're interested in buying this van, I will entertain that situation. I will say that I would prefer to sell to a Canadian, locally if possible. Definitely cash. Why I say I prefer to sell to a Canadian is because I don't want to deal with any of the hassle, the paperwork of cross-border stuff. It sounds like a big hassle. If you really want to buy it and you take care of all the paperwork and you come up here and give me the equivalent of 13,000 Canadian, whatever that is US, I will let you buy it. But it's all on you to deal with the paperwork. I'll sign whatever documents I need to sign, but I am not going to contact, you know, Canadian customs and all this, trying to figure out how it works with cross border delivery or whatever. That's on the buyer. Sorry if that's disappointing to my American friends, but yeah, that's just the way I got to do it. Anyways, I think that's it for this video, guys. I'm not posting that many videos right now because I'm super busy, and my next one will probably be the installation of 600 watts on my roof of the Transit. Loud people are loud. Thanks for watching, and be well, my friends.